Another day, another injury for the Lake Show, who are barely staying above water this season, and now they might need another life raft. Anthony Davis will miss the next 4 weeks after suffering an MCL sprain Friday. The Lakers have been hampered by injuries this season, and it shows in their record. They currently hold the number 7 spot in the Western Conference, and this injury couldn't come at a worse time. Let's bring back in our Tim Legler. Tim, I want to start with you here. Are the Lakers done without Anthony Davis?
I think the Lakers are done with Anthony Davis. They're cooked. I look at this team, and regardless of whether Anthony Davis comes back and stays back and he's healthy throughout, and LeBron James or Russell Westbrook are there, it doesn't matter to me, because this team is so bad defensively. When I try to picture them guarding teams like Golden State and Phoenix at some point down the road in the postseason, whether that's the first round of the playoffs or somehow that ends up being the second round of the playoffs, there is nothing that they have done defensively to indicate to me that they can guard teams that move the ball, shoot the ball, and move their players the way that those two teams do. They're on a completely different level on both ends of the floor than the Lakers. This is one of the worst defensive teams in the league with everybody healthy. And first of all, you have to make the assumption that they'll all be healthy, and I think that's even a reach when you look at the recent history of some of the injuries that Anthony Davis has had, that LeBron has had. Hopefully what Russell Westbrook holds up. But this roster has 11 dudes over 30 years old, and they're porous defensively even when they're healthy, and you'd have to make that leap that they would be healthy at the right time. And I just don't think they have the ability to guard teams like that. So for me, I don't see the Los Angeles Lakers winning a title this year, no matter what happens with their health down the road.
Tim, we don't disagree there. What I would tell you, though, is that I'm not writing off their season, even with Anthony Davis being gone, because I think if Russell Westbrook is what he's supposed to be and LeBron James is what he's supposed to be, then this team could make it to the playoffs. Think about what you're saying. We're talking about Golden State. We're talking about Phoenix. We're talking about Utah. Okay, most teams in the league ain't going to beat those three, so we got that part. What I'm saying is everything else is up for grabs in the Western Conference. And because everything else is up for grabs, I think that's when we find out who everybody's made of. We find out how much LeBron has left. We find out what Russell Westbrook is made of as a Laker, because we know what he did when he was in Oklahoma City. But we find out what he was made of as a Laker. THT and Melo and all of these other guys, Malik Monk and them. We'll see what happened. But one of the things that I religiously brought up is, listen, I'm not advocating for a coaching change, Tim Legler. I like Frank Vogel. Frank Vogel's a champion. Frank Vogel is somebody that was renowned as a defensive mind in this game. Please don't get me wrong. But I firmly believe if things continue on this path, it was going to cost Frank Vogel his job, because they're the 26th ranked defense in the National Basketball Association. The only reason Frank Vogel has a job as a head coach is because of his defensive prowess. Bottom line, he's never been confused or accused of being an offensive mind, ever. His whole thing has been defense. The whole point of this is that no matter what's going on with this team, you still have the Dwight Howards, the LeBron James, and others there. You should be better than the 26th ranked defense. By the way, you have coaches on your bench. You've got David Fizdale. You've got Phil Handy. I mean, everywhere he's been, they win championships as an assistant, for crying out loud. You've got dudes that ingratiate themselves with players in such a way where whatever it is inside of them, you have the ability to pull it out of them. So what the hell is going on there if you're Frank Vogel? These are the kind of things. And then I think it's also important to point out, Frank Vogel wasn't your first choice. He wasn't your second choice. Hell, he wasn't even your third choice. Ty Lue was a choice, but you wanted to pick his coaching staff. Monty Williams wasn't having that. That's why he took the job in Phoenix instead of coming with you to L.A., okay? And Jason Kidd you wanted to hire, but he had a checkered past in your mind, so you didn't feel comfortable giving him that job. That's how Frank Vogel got the damn job to begin with. So you take all of those things into consideration, and you see what they've invested in a roster. The bottom line is, we can look at Anthony Davis, who was averaging 24 and 10, and saying his absence should mean what? It shouldn't mean what we've been experiencing before he got hurt. And that's what I'm paying attention to, Tim Legler. So I would tell you that the Lakers, no, they ain't winning no damn championship. They look like they're about to. They probably get bounced out in the first round. But I do think that LeBron and Russ have an opportunity to make some noise and get you to the playoffs and probably get you to the semifinals. I do think they have the ability to do at least that. We'll see what happens. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.